most, I don't know, respected and acclaimed conductors in the world. Do you ever stop a bit and see how much you've achieved until now?
Well, I just had 2 weeks of vacation. Like 10 days ago, I came out from this quiet period to start very intensive period of touring with Mariinsky and with Munich Philharmonic. But this is traditional for big orchestras. They need to combine vacation period and then immediately some touring. End of August, beginning of September, there are many, many festivals which want to invite big orchestras and soloists and conductors, and I think I was focused, was enjoying Stoke in Japan. I was end of July and beginning of August doing Far East and Russia, Japan, Korea, China. That took a couple of weeks, and it's normal for me to be between many countries. I'm trying to think of what is needed, what else I want to achieve, maybe something not to repeat anymore, maybe to focus on even more important issues for me, which means, well, yes, composers, of course, working with some of the most brilliant musicians of our time, yes, and I have many great musicians, friends. I like to feel close to fantastic pianist or violinist or singer. Many great singers are my personal friends, and we share time together. It's a joy of my life, but also to spend time with family, with children, with very important young musicians of Mariinsky, because we developed many great careers. I was myself very focused even 30 years ago when I started to discover quite many instrumentalists and singers, and I was quite lucky, I have to say. We discovered, I was very much involved, and now I will have time, I will have to be told there are this interesting voices of it, because I cannot go on searching. But if I'm told someone is, I will find time. And finally, certain productions, certain repertoire I want to record, film, and to do it in a perfect circumstances. Sometimes acoustically you will find better circumstances, simply better venue than if it's something you recorded 10, 20 years ago. That happens to me.
I was also thinking that there are so many orchestras and you're so acclaimed and orchestras want to work with you. And I was thinking, did you ever wish, when you were a child, a teenager, just learning how to make music, did you ever wish to be so high in this world of classical music?
I was never thinking of myself becoming famous or important. Never. I didn't understand even talk about fame or so, but I wanted to learn from my teachers. I had strong teachers, and conducting was something I started to think about when I was 15, 16 years old. I was very lucky with the first teacher, who was himself a conductor. It was in the city of Vladikavkaz in Caucasus.
Yes.
In the south of Russia.
Yes.
And in the first 2 years, maybe when I was 16, 17, maybe even 18, I learned a lot from him, from some other teachers, also my piano teacher was very important person in my life. But then I started to realize, without my parents, especially without my mother, because I lost my father when I was 14 years old. He was very young, he was 49. Then my mother alone was going through this enormous hardship to raise children and to see that we continue to educate ourselves, to have the better surrounding atmosphere for all of us. We were 2 sisters and 1 son, 1 brother, to continue. So my elder sister also became quite a famous musician. She has her own ideas and her own school, and helped many, many wonderful artists. But I became a conductor very, very quickly. I went to competitions, and then got a chance to start practically to work as assistant conductor in Mariinsky. Then I became a permanent conductor. Then I became music director. Then I became what in Germany are calling intendant. So I am artistic and general director, active conductor. Then, of course, I started to enlarge this big empire, because historically Mariinsky is 235 years old.
Yes.
To build another theater is an enormous task.
And you did it.
I did, so we did, but I initiated.
Yes.
So the historical theater, then the new gigantic theater. And what especially precious achievement is to build new concert hall. That Mariinsky Orchestra became orchestra representing opera house, but also concert hall, acoustically really fantastic. So this changed my life, changed the life of musicians, and we started to play many, many symphonic programs and making recordings there. So we started Mariinsky label, and then it's an ongoing story.
Yes, but you came here 6 years ago with the Mariinsky, and now you came with the München. It's a link with us Romanians, since Celibidache was a conductor there. And did you choose especially Bruckner to play, or
we play the cycle of Bruckner symphonies, the most famous period in the history of Munich Philharmonic is Sergio Celibidache being the music director, although Gustav Mahler conducted this orchestra, of course, and they had many, many great conductors and soloists as a part of their story. In the same time, it was Sergio Celibidache who brought